Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Julie, and if you're new here, I am on a weight loss journey and have been for a number of years, but on YouTube I've certainly been doing it for probably about 2.5 years. I'm currently following Slimming World, although this week is another week that I have not been for a weigh-in. I booked 2 weeks off from Slimming World back when I bought my pass weeks ago, and we went away last week to Norfolk, so we've enjoyed that and had a good time. I have weighed in on my own scales, so I do know what the damage is, and it looks like I've put 2 pounds on from my last weigh-in at Slimming World, which I'm not bothered about because we had a great time. Really enjoyed ourselves with some friends, and I think it's mainly drink weight because I did have quite a lot to drink on one of the days. The rest of the time, food-wise, we weren't too bad. We did have fish and chips, but Eddie and I shared one, and yeah, the food actually we weren't too bad with, to be fair. It wasn't following any kind of plan or calorie deficit or Slimming World or anything, but we were generally pretty healthy. My friends are vegetarian, so we had vegetarian curries, and breakfast was just kind of, fruit and yogurt and toast and things. So it was generally all right. Had a lovely time, lovely relaxing time away. I've come back and I'm having a bit of a rethink about what to do with my diet. Slimming World hasn't given me the dramatic weight losses that I wanted this time, and I realise, before anyone says anything in the comments, I realise that's down to me because I just haven't fully got back into it how I did last time. I don't know, it just this time round just hasn't really, it has worked for me and I'm happy because I've generally sort of gone like this, but I haven't had any dramatic weight losses really. But life has kind of dealt me several blows this year that's really affected me, and as you know, if you've seen me recently, even the new job hasn't quite worked out how I hoped it would from a work-life balance, so I'm still working on that. So I'm trying to evaluate what to do going forwards. I don't really want to continue paying for something that's not really working. I would rather use that money to go towards my weekly food bill, which has gone up dramatically. And I'm just concerned about my future costs going forward because obviously, like everyone, gas and electricity is going up a lot. Both myself and my husband work from home, so our gas and electricity bill is going to be expensive. There is no way around it. We can't really not have the heating on. Not that we'll necessarily on all day, but we can't not have the heating on because if anyone works and does office work and uses a keyboard, you will know how little you can use your fingers when you're cold. I'll be like Steptoe getting some fingerless gloves, if anyone remembers Steptoe. So the gas and electricity really concerns me, as does the price of food. My mortgage interest rate's gone up 3 times and going up again in November. So I'm just worried for balancing my budget, and I want to be able to start doing some more frugal recipes, and frugal recipes do not always go in line with Slimming World. If I see reduced bargains at the supermarket, I want to be able to buy them and incorporate them into a meal for us all, so that doesn't always fit in with Slimming World. As we know, Slimming World are quite funny with sins on things, so you could have 2 identical items that are the same calories and nutritional content. In fact, one could be slightly healthier and still be more sins than the other, just because someone would have decided that's the case. So I don't want to have those sort of ties. I want to be able to buy the items that are cheaper, and in the main I will probably be following more of a calorie control diet, a calorie deficit diet, which, let's face it, they all are. Slimming World's a calorie deficit diet, you just don't realise you're doing it. The other reason for me changing, as well as being more frugal, is that I'm struggling with perimenopause and some of the symptoms at the moment. Not so much hot flashes, but certainly mood and my cycle and various other things I'm struggling with. Anxiety, various other things. And I have read that you can help balance your hormones by following a Mediterranean diet, which from what I understand is slightly lower in carbs, which obviously Slimming World is quite carb heavy. I know it doesn't have to be, but for me, Slimming World's always been quite carb heavy. So that's the other reason for the shift. I just thought that if I go back to calorie deficit and calorie counting, I can adjust my diet and try different things to see if it helps with my perimenopause. So whether that's following keto or following Mediterranean diet, I'm not saying I'm going to follow these things, but if I want to introduce elements of them, or perhaps have so many days of trying them to see if it makes a difference, then I'll be able to do so. Judging at my analytics, lots of you are a similar age to me. You're either similar age to me, or you've already perhaps been going through the menopause, so you will know and understand what it's like. And I don't think HRT is really an option for me at the moment. Our doctors are pretty difficult to get an appointment with. I'm not going to say that they're useless, because I don't think the NHS is useless. I think it's underfunded and they are struggling. And where I am, you cannot get an appointment for love nor money. If you do get an appointment, it's a telephone appointment. And so I'm not even going to try to go down that route initially. Plus, I don't want to be pumping myself with artificial hormones if I don't have to, if it's something that I can regulate with my diet. My sister's breast cancer is hormone positive, so that's from estrogen, so I really don't want to be sort of adding extra things into my body. I want to try and regulate what's already there. So I'm going to try and see if I can look into the Mediterranean diet and see how that, I love carbs, so I'm going to struggle with it, and I realise I'm going to struggle with it, but I'm just going to look into it and see how little changes I can make. I still follow lots of people on Slimming World on here, and I still follow lots of people that are calorie counting on here, and everyone seems to do really well and adapt their diet to what they need at that time, and that's what I need to do right now, is I need to be able to adapt. And I do think over the last few weeks when I've struggled with work, if I was doing calorie counting, it might have been a little bit easier. I haven't necessarily been out and shopped and meal prepped, and like when Eddie's been out and bought me a meal deal, I wouldn't have had that guilt of feeling like I'd gone off plan if I'd have been doing calorie counting, because I could have just counted it. And I realised I could have flexible sins that day and stuff, but for me mentally, when I'm doing Slimming World, I need to be within my sins, otherwise I feel like I'm off my diet. And this is the whole thing, is I just don't think I've got a very healthy relationship with food still, and I don't think Slimming World has really helped with that. I think even at my age, I think it's still a learning process that I've got to go through. I've recorded this video, by the way, 3 times, and each time I've re-recorded it thinking, I'm warbling on and ranting on, and no one's going to want to watch this, and I've done it again. I keep doing it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so my weight currently is 13.4.5. Obviously I was so pleased I got down to 12 something a few weeks ago, and I've gone back the other way. But I'm back from my holiday, back to make some changes. I don't think I've got on the same day I go to hospital, 14th September, I'm going to Leeds to watch Joe Lycett with my sister. We're staying overnight, so that will probably be a day where I won't necessarily follow, but if I'm doing calories, I can probably have an easier day, or easier 2 days. Apart from that, this week I don't think I've got anything coming up that's going to get in my way of being able to be healthy and have a good weight loss, other than work, of course. That's my update for this week. So you'll see a slight shift in my channel, and I will still be talking Slimming World, because I'm still obviously a member of Slimming World, but I personally will probably be doing more calorie counting again. I don't know, I'm doing all this and you can't even see all of it, but yeah, so you may see a bit of a shift in my videos to more of a sort of calorie counting, but hopefully you will still follow along and see how we're getting on. I know quite a few of you switched between calorie counting and Slimming World, so you fully get where I'm coming from, and you know that in different stages and different points of your life you have to do different things. So this is what I think might work for me better at the moment, but who knows, it might not. I might be back on Slimming World again by the new year. Who knows? I'll never say never. But anyway, I am going to go, and I shall catch you soon for another video. I have recorded some sort of vlog footage this weekend, just bits and bobs, so I might throw that together into a video. It won't necessarily be a healthy what I eat in a day, but I might put that together. And then obviously from today, I'm hoping to be back. I will be doing calorie counting, but I'll be back on some sort of plan. I've got to set my app back up to make sure that the calories are correct for my new weight. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you very soon with another video. Let me know in the comments how you've got on, by the way, because I'm still interested in how you're getting on and how you're doing and what you're following and what you're not following. And if you've got any tips on the Mediterranean diet, please let me know. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed and you're interested in following my journey, please subscribe and like my videos if you like them, because it just helps with the YouTube algorithm to, you know, realise that people are watching. And I shall see you soon with another video. Take care. Bye.